Hello there and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be unboxing Doctor Who The Collection Season 7. So, let's get into it. So, sorry I'm rushing about this, it's the second time I've had to record this because the sound didn't work properly. So, I'm really excited about this box set. It's my favourite Classic Who season. And yeah, let's take a look at it. So here we have Jon Pertwee here from Spearhead from Space, with the sort of Nestine meteor there, and the sort of like the Nestine consciousness that's in that big box in the doll making factory. And there's a Auton there, one of the Ambassadors of Death, a Silurian, and the sort of professor person who touches that thing and gets all burnt with his and his hand turns blue. There's the old Doctor Who logo, and it says Doctor Who The Collection Season 7, and it is rated PG and contains is a 7-disc set. Here's the spine here, and here is the back. So it says continue your Doctor Who archive with this Ultimate Collector's set. And the stories in this are Spearhead from Space, Doctor Who and the Silurians, Ambassadors of Death, and Inferno, and contains 25 episodes altogether. New documentaries, Terror of the Suburbs, sort of like a sort of season overview, sort of what they did for season 24 and season 2. Lucky 13, Behind the Science of Doctor Who, Looking for Malk, a documentary on the life of Malcolm Hulks, sort of like what happened to Terrance Dicks. Splendid Chat, The Life of Nicholas Courtney, In Conversation, a brand new interview with John Levine, who played Sergeant Benton. Behind the Scenes, Katie Manning, who plays Jo Grant, Janet Fielding, who plays Tegan, Sarah Sutton, who plays Nyssa, Matthew Waterhouse, who plays Adric, Sophie Aldred, who plays Ace, and Toby Haydock and Caroline John's daughter, Daisy Ashford. And also her husband, Geoffrey Beevers. Doctor Who in the Escape Room, with the Third Doctor team, more editions of each episode, the Blu-ray trailer, and all the DVD special features as well, and stars Jon Pertwee, Caroline John, and Nicholas Courtney. So, great sort of list of special features there, so I can't wait to delve into them. But let's take a look at the back and the clean artwork. So here is the sort of clean artwork. I don't really need to show this again because it's the exact same as before. Here's the same spine, and then the back. We have the TARDIS here. I'm not really too big of a fan of this artwork. I just think they could have done so many more different things with, like, the Third Doctor clinging to the TARDIS console when he's being transported to the parallel world in Inferno, or maybe it could have been like the TARDIS flying to Earth, controlled by the Time Lords, with sort of like the meteors flying in the background, kind of like what happened at the end of the War Games in colour. But yeah, instead we got sort of like a generic Third Doctor title sequence with the TARDIS. I mean, I like this, but I just think it could have been a lot more. But yeah, it's still a great piece of artwork, and I really enjoy all these back pieces because I think Lee Binding is such a great artist, and he sort of like shows you things that they didn't necessarily put into the episode, but they would have had if they had a lot more money. So let's now take a look inside the box. Okay, here we are inside the box set. So before we take a look at the booklet, let's take a look at the disc. So here's Spearhead from Space. I have already watched this. I watched this a couple of days before recording this video. I don't know why, but I feel like they've improved the restoration on Spearhead from Space. I know it was restored for Blu-ray in like 2015, 2017, but it does feel like sort of like a lot clearer, a lot crisper, sort of like a lot smoother. So here's the Third Doctor here, and Liz Shaw with a few Autons beside. And then if we lift this up, sometimes with these collection sets, they stick it too close to the spine, so it can be a bit hard to sort of go through each one, and this seems one of the times. So on disc 1 of the Silurians, you have the Third Doctor and the cave monster that the Silurians are keeping as a pet. Then on disc 3, which is disc 2 of the Silurians, you have the Silurians themselves. Then on the next disc, you have the Ambassadors of Death. It's great to see some of other things apart from just the Doctor and the Companion. So it's great to see all the different characters, including some of the monsters. The Ambassadors of Death, great story. If you haven't watched it, or you're not really a big fan of it, I highly recommend watching it or giving it another chance. So let's take a look at the next disc. Here we have Inferno. I still can't remember this guy's name. I know what's going to happen. As soon as I finish recording, I'm going to be able to remember his name. But he's sort of like the professor, I think, who sort of like turns into him in Inferno. And then finally, well, not finally, we have one more after this, I think. The alternative versions of Liz Shaw and the Brigadier from Inferno. And then the final disc is the Doctor sort of knocking out 2 of the alternative universe unit soldiers. So, and then if we lift this up, we have the Third Doctor there from the title sequence. So now let's take a look at the booklet. Okay, so here we have the booklet. We have the Third Doctor stepping out of the TARDIS there, in the Second Doctor's costume, like in the beginning of Spearhead from Space. And I don't know if you can see that there. You have a Auton there. I keep wanting to say Sontaran. So yeah, let's take a look at the booklet. First though, I accidentally took this out earlier. We have the merchandise booklet, so we'll take a look at that, the booklet in a minute. Let's take a look at the merchandise booklet. So inside we have some Big Finish. I do really want to get that audio. It does look really good and the artwork looks amazing. Some comics, Lost in Time, BBC Audios, the 15th Doctor Sonic, the Build Your Own Dalek, Doctor Who magazine, and Forbidden Planet. So we'll just put that to the side for now. And inside we have, now I can't remember if this is from Ambassadors of Death or from Inferno, but it's where the Doctor stripped the console from the TARDIS room, from the console room I should say, and yeah, this is what the sort of main menu's like, and it's quite a good attention to detail because they've there's not like the signature TARDIS hum that's in all the other main menus. It's sort of like a crackling noise, which like, I really appreciate because they didn't have to do that, but it's there anyway, and I think it looks really good the way they've done it, and yeah, it's sort of nice that it's something else other than the console room to sort of fit in to the season, because they could have just done the Second Doctor's console room even though it was never seen on screen. So let's take a look at the booklet here. So this is from the Silurians, and we have the Third Doctor, the Brigadier and Liz Shaw with loads of Silurians surrounding them, and there's the helicopter in the background that they fly in on. And there's a Silurian arm, so it looks like this is from sort of like the point of view of a Silurian. Then in here it says Down to Earth, welcome to season 7, and the Third Doctor there, with Ambassador of Death. I can't tell what that is. Is that a Silurian? I can't really tell. A Cyberman and a Yeti. That's from the Radio Times photo shoot. I have watched Spearhead from Space, as I've mentioned. I'm not going to show you all of the booklet because you'll have to buy it yourself, but I'll just show a couple pieces of artwork. So there's the Third Doctor They're from Spearhead from Space. Love that. It very shows off sort of like how colourful that this season is, considering it's the first Doctor Who to be broadcast in colour. And then the final piece of artwork I want to show you is from Inferno, and it's sort of like the big one that fills a whole page. There we go. I love that, done by Lee Binding, very sort of 70s and sort of Gallifreyan as well. Yeah, I love that artwork. Sort of reminds me of sort of the old Target books as well. But yeah, that's it for the booklet. Let's take a look at my final thoughts. Okay, so what do I think of this box set? Well, I haven't watched much of it, but from what I've seen from like trailers and other people's reviews, it looks really, really good, and I'm so looking forward to watching Inferno, as that's probably my favourite story from this season. Yeah, I really can't wait to watch the rest of this, and I believe you can get this from Amazon, HMV, Zavvi, all your usual places, but I don't think a US version has been announced so far. And I predicted this one to be the next one when I did the season 25. So if I had to say one of them, it would probably be season 6. I would really like that to sort of have a Patrick Troughton on the shelf finally, and to have the War Games on Blu-ray, and the Invasion would be quite good. But if I had to choose another one, maybe season 21 to have Caves of Androzani and Resurrection of the Daleks. That'd be really nice. So they're my two predictions. Let me know what you next want to be released in the collection. Let me know that in the comment section down below. And hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!